Alright, grade 8, I hope that you're doing well. Today we will continue our session by speaking about varying sentence length. So, before we start our session, let's just go and open Team, our office, and go. So, if I ask you, how many types of sentence do we have in English? Can anyone answer me? How many types of sentences do we have in English? Hussein, Khayyat, Matabi, Nawaf, Saif. If you don't have a mic, type in the chat. How many types of sentences do we have in English? What, Hussein? How many types of sentences do we have in English? 1 type, 2 types, 3 types, 4 types, 10 types. How many types? 4.
4 types.
What are these 4 types?
You mean
declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory, I think.
Nice, but there is other types. Not
I know
about
them 4. They are simple sentence, compound, complex. What?
Complex. And the last one is?
Compound complex.
Compound complex. So we have 4 types of any sentence. What you said, Khalid, is called the sentence function. The sentence function. This sentence in front of us is like this one, for example. Ali walks to school and Muhammad walks to school too. So the function here of this sentence declared because it declared some information. Okay? If I'm asking a question, it will be hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, once again, Ali walks to school and Muhammad walks to school too. The function here is what is called declarative. But the type itself in this sentence is what? What is the type of this sentence, Khalid? Is it simple, compound, complex, or compound complex? Khalid? I think Khalid needs some coffee, guys. So, if I ask you right now about a simple sentence, can anyone give me a simple sentence?
Can I give a simple sentence?
Okay, Akibi.
For example, Khalid walks to school.
Khalid walks to school. Great. Very, very good. That's simple. Nice, excellent. I need someone to change this sentence, the simple one, into a compound sentence. Hussein?
Can I answer, teacher?
No,
Yes,
Muhammad. We have other two types. So, with Muhammad. So, the sentence that Muhammad gave for us, is it simple first or not?
Khalid works to school.
Yes. This is a simple sentence or not?
This is simple.
Why it's simple? So, Muhammad
Yeah.
said it's simple and you are saying that it's simple. Why?
There is no compound subject. There is a compound.
So, how can I know that the sentence in front of me is called a simple sentence? Or how can I know that this is even a
Can stand
simple?
alone.
Because what?
Can stand alone.
I'm sorry, your voice is lagging. Can you hear him, guys?
It can stand alone.
It can stand alone. Excellent. Bravo, bravo. So it has the three main components of the sentence. It has what? A subject, a verb, and it can stand alone. It gives you the full meaning, right? That's why we call it a simple sentence. So can you change this simple sentence, into a compound sentence?
Yes, teacher.
Muhammad, you will do the next one. You will do the compound complex.
Hello, teachers, can you hear me?
Yes, Khalid, we can hear you. We need to change this sentence into a compound sentence. What can we do?
We can add another subject. We make
Bravo.
it compound subject. So we
Okay.
say Khalid and Muhammad walks to school.
Khalid and Muhammad walk to school. Like this?
Yes, I think
So this sentence is what, Khalid?
is a compound sentence.
Wow. Bravo. Excellent, Khalid. Very good. So do you think, guys, Khalid is correct? Do you think that this sentence is a compound sentence or not? If it's a compound sentence, tell me why. Like the simple sentence. You said that here. Hussein, for example, said this sentence is simple because it can stand alone and it has three main components: a subject, a verb, and that gives us information. So this sentence, Khalid and Muhammad walk to school, is it a compound sentence?
No,
Why, Muhammad? Why it's not a compound?
because it can stand alone, like when we take out like Khalid, Muhammad walks to school.
So if I took this out,
Yeah,
Muhammad walks to school, then it becomes
simple. So it's a simple sentence, and it has at the beginning a compound subject.
excellent, Muhammad. Very good. So this sentence also, Khalid, is a simple sentence, but it has what?
A compound subject.
Compound subject. So the sentence, all of it is still a simple sentence. All you did, Khalid, was making a compound subject. Bravo, excellent, Tawti. Very good. But how can I make a compound sentence? I need a compound sentence, not a compound subject. And remember that we said the simple sentence can have a compound subject, a compound verb, or even a compound direct object, and still a simple sentence. But right now, I need to have a compound sentence. What does a compound sentence consist of? Nawaf, Khayyat, Khalid Al-Utaybi. Khalid Al-Utaybi, do you have a mic? It's been a very, very long time since we heard from you. Hussein, Faisal, Usama, Abdulaziz Sana,
Yes, teacher.
Ali, Falah. Come on, guys, open your mics and speak. Huh? What does a compound sentence consist of? How
Two
can I
sentences.
know that? The sentence
One
in front
independent, one dependent.
consists of what, Hussein?
One independent and the other dependent.
One independent and another dependent clause. One independent clause and the other independent clause also. So one independent and one dependent. One independent and one dependent. I don't understand. Can you give me an example?
Yes, teacher.
Yep.
You can say, for example, I went to the dentist and I had a tooth pulled.
I went to the dentist and I had what?
A tooth pulled.
A tooth fall.
Pulled.
So like this, or
Yes.
something is missing.
There's a comma before and.
There is a comma before and. Excellent, very good. So this sentence right now, I went to the dentist and I had a tooth pulled. So this sentence is called a compound sentence.
Yes,
Why?
because you have two sentences and joined with a conjunction.
Well, not two sentences. Not two
Uh,
sentences.
it's independent clause and dependent clause.
So this one here is independent or dependent?
Independent.
Independent. And this one here is independent or dependent?
Is dependent.
Really? So this one is dependent? So if I ellipse all of this, wouldn't it be able to stand alone?
Yeah,
So it can stand alone. Then it's what?
independent.
Dependent. Right? So in order to have the compound sentence, you need what? Two independent clauses. So in order to have the compound sentence, we need what? Two independent clauses. Right, Hussein?
Yes,
But to have the complex sentence, that's the compound one. But to have the complex, we will have what in the complex? In the complex, we will have what you said first. One independent and one dependent clause. That's the complex sentence. Now I need a sentence for the complex sentence. Hayat, still with us?
Yes, teacher.
Wow, you really could use some coffee. Okay, give me an example about a complex sentence, please. So again, the complex sentence consists of what? One independent clause and one dependent clause. One can stand alone, one cannot stand.
Dad was hurt. I left him in a hurry
While
because Ali was hurt.
Ali was hurt, I left.
Left him.
I left him in
I
a
left
hurry,
him. I left him.
like this. That's cruel, man. Well, the sentence is correct, but it's cruel. So while Ali was hurt, I left him in a hurry. Okay, or because Ali was hurt, I left him in a hurry. So here, the first one, because Ali was hurt. Is it independent clause or a dependent clause?
Dependent. Because
Dependent. Yes, because bravo. And because it's called what, Muhammad? Remind me, please.
dependent.
The what?
Dependent.
No, the other one is dependent, okay, but because alone, we call it what? Huh? Who can remember, guys? Because, while, although, though, even though, however.
Conjunction or something?
Yes, it's called what?
Conjunction?
Conjunction. What type of conjunction? We have two. We studied two. Coordinating and subordinating.
Subordinating, okay.
So this one is subordinating or coordinating?
Subordinating.
Subordinating, bravo, because the sentence or the clause after it is a subordinate clause. Very excellent, Muhammad. So simply, we can have a simple sentence consisting of just one main independent clause, like Khalid walks to school, or Khalid and Muhammad walk to school. Whether you have a compound subject, a compound verb, it doesn't matter. Okay? The other type, I can have two independent clauses in order to have a compound sentence. I went to the dentist and I had my tooth pulled. And I can have a complex sentence, one independent and one dependent. So simply we can say that I can hear in the simple sentence, I have one clause, right? And the clause is a main one, a main clause. In the compound sentence, I have two clauses, and the two of them are main or independent. In the complex sentence, I also can have at least two, because I can have one independent and one dependent, or even more than one dependent clause. So at least I will have two clauses, one independent and one dependent. What about the last type of the sentence, the compound complex? What does it consist of? If I need to put a sentence in a compound complex type of sentence, how can you say this? Yes?
Because Ali was hurt, and I had a class due, I left him in a hurry.
Because Ali was hurt and
Maybe.
I had a class, I left him in a hurry. So, why do you think that, Muhammad, this sentence or this example is called a compound complex?
Because you see, we have because Ali was hurt and left him in a hurry. That's normally complex. You said up there, but
Yep.
when you and I had a class, it makes us compound. So then we have compound and then complex. And then you
So here, because Ali is hurt, this is called what?
Dependent.
Dependent clause, bravo. And I had a class, it's called
Dependent.
dependent.
Oh wait, I had the class. Oh yeah, I had the class independent.
Independent. I left him in a hurry is what?
Dependent.
So simply what you have right now, you have dependent clause.
Oh wait, dependent, independent, independent.
And also independent clause.
Okay.
So we have what? Two independent and one dependent. Just a second. So simply we can say that the compound complex sentence at least consists of three clauses. At least. One of them is dependent and the other two independent. Why other two independent? Because you're saying that it's compound and complex. And we have just said that the compound sentence consists at least from two independent clauses. So here are the two independent clauses. And complex was one independent and one dependent. Consequently, here you have your dependent clause. That's what we have already covered in the last couple of weeks, right? The 4 types of sentence. To have a simple sentence, to have a compound, a complex, or a compound complex sentence, right? Ali, Saif, Sana, Hussein, Khalid,
Yes, teacher.
Amir, Turkey. Huh? So far so good?
Yes.
Come on, speak. Huh? If you don't have a mic, write in the chat. So, simply once again, we have the simple sentence consisting of one just main clause. The compound sentence, 2 main clauses or independent. My friend went to the museum last week and again I did yesterday. So nice. We took this example here, Abdul Malik, and we put this example here. So let's take the example that Abdul Malik wrote here. My friend went to the museum last week and even I did yesterday. So this example here, guys, is called what? This is a simple, compound, a complex, or a compound complex. Safe? Still with us, Safe? Safe Radi? Muhammad Al-Falih?
Yes, teacher.
Muhammad, the example that Abdul Malik wrote, this one,
Okay.
is a simple sentence, a compound sentence, or a complex, or a compound complex?
Wait, teacher, what is the first one? Because your voice lagged a bit.
This example that Abdul Malik wrote,
Okay.
is a simple,
Okay.
compound, a complex, or a
Okay.
compound complex?
Can you go back to them? I think it's a compound.
Why, Muhammad?
Because it's like 2 sentences being combined by and.
Nice. Like 2 sentences being combined with and. Bravo.
Yes.
So you mean that the original of those 2 clauses were just like this?
What, teacher?
So you mean that the original or the origin of those 2 clauses were just 2 sentences. My friend went to the museum, even I did yesterday.
Yes.
So that's what it is. And we compound or we combine both of them using the comma and, right?
Yes.
So here we will have a compound sentence. We have 2 independent clauses, consequently, that's our topic. But here, Muhammad, you said something very, very, very good. So you said that they were like 2 sentences being combined together with and, right? Like this. And that's our topic today. So I need you right now, guys. For example, the compound sentence that we took, this one. I went to the dentist and I had my tooth pulled. So can someone please, how many sentences do we have here? This one. How many sentences?
Okay. I went to the dentist and I had a tooth pulled.
How many sentences are there in this example?
2.
How many sentences?
Oh, sentences. I went to the dentist and I had a tooth pull.
Yes.
From now, I think it's a compound sentence. So if it becomes a
What?
1, I think it's a compound sentence because
Compound
after you put the comma and. What?
So it's 1 sentence.
Yes.
Okay, great. But how many clauses?
Two.
Two clauses. The first one is,
I went to the dentist.
the second
The
one.
second one is, and I had a tooth pull.
Okay, that's great. So I have here two clauses, but it's just one sentence. So now I need you to make this one sentence two simple sentences. This one is a compound sentence, as we just said. One independent clause, one independent clause, and a comma and a coordinating conjunction. One compound sentence. So I need this compound sentence to become two simple sentences. What can I do?
Just add a point and remove and.
So just
Change the
remove
comma.
and. Let's have this as a copy. Have it as span. So just remove and add a period. Like this. Like this, guys. Hello?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
teacher.
So do you agree that we can just change the compound sentence into two simple sentences by just removing the coordinating conjunction and putting a period instead of the comma? Just like that? Huh? Yes or no? Come on, speak. Yes or no, guys? Khayat, Hussein, Atabi.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
So simply like this. So all we did is just to remove the coordinating conjunction and changing the comma into a period. That's it. That's our topic today.
Okay.
So once again, we have four types of sentences: a simple, a compound, a complex, and a compound complex. A simple means one clause. Compound means at least two clauses. The complex, at least two clauses. The compound complex, at least three clauses. So all I need to do in order to change a complex or a compound sentence into a simple one is to put a period and remove the conjunction you have. Just like this. To put a period and to remove the conjunction. So if you open your box, page 69, you will find out that we're speaking about the sentence length. Length means how big is your sentence. For example, here, I have Lee drove to the park. Simple sentence. He parked the car. Another simple sentence. We could hear the music. Another simple sentence. So each one of them is a simple sentence. So I have three simple sentences. Here I just made the three simple sentences into Lee drove to the park and he parked the car. That's a compound sentence. We could hear the music. That's two sentences. Right? So I combined two simple sentences using the comma and the conjunction to make it one compound sentence. So here I have a long sentence. While she was watching TV, Lee dropped the remote. And now we can't find it. So how many sentences do we have in this example? While she was watching TV, Lee dropped the remote and now we can't find it. How many sentences do we have in this example? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Again, listen to me. The question is, how many sentences do we have?
2.
What are the two?
Leah dropped the remote. Oh, it's 1. The one in the middle.
So why it's 1?
Because it's the only one that we.
because it's all of it is just one sentence. We have only one period. But this sentence is what? A compound, a complex, or a compound complex?
Compound complex.
Compound complex. Very, very excellent. So the compound complex now consists of one sentence and three clauses. And we can make the three clauses just two clauses and one independent clause. So two sentences. Like, while she was watching TV, Lay dropped the remote and put a period. That's one sentence. Now we can't find it. Another sentence. So here we have two sentences. One complex and one simple. So that's how we can change the sentence length by adding what? By adding a period and ellipsing the conjunction. Just like that. Okay? The right grade 8. So far so good.
Yes.
Come on guys. Any question?
No.
Alright. An example number A. In practice A.
I think the period.
Oh, that's very bad. So no problem, but you got the idea, right? We have
Yes.
4 sentences, simple, compound complex, and compound complex. In order to change or to vary the sentence length, all we need to do is just to remove the conjunction and change the comma into a period. And then I can crack or split the sentence into two sentences. Okay?
Okay, by the way, your screen is
One
frozen.
compound complex, what, Hussein?
Your screen is frozen.
Really? I'm so sorry. Stop sharing. Share again.
For 2 minutes.
From 2 minutes and you didn't tell me. Okay, no problem. Could happen. Now it works.
It's loading.
Okay, so simply
Yes.
when you have one very big sentence, we can crack it or split it into two simple sentences, or one compound and one simple, or one even complex and one simple. So all you need to do is just to remove the conjunction and change the comma into a period. Any questions so far? Natibi, Khayat, Turkey. Any question? Okay, unfortunately the session ended. So